we're gonna deep dive into the brand new Typhur sink air fryer. And a lot of you have been begging me to do this, so here you go. You might remember last year I introduced you to the Typhur dome air fryer, which I've been using for over a year and have really been enjoying it. And now Typhur has done it again. They have used innovation, and with this Typhur sink air fryer, there is a wireless meat thermometer included. Now, there's a whole bunch of tech I've got to tell you about, but we're gonna see, is all of the tech worth it? Does all of the tech actually work? We're gonna see how this interface is. We're gonna just kind of dive into the whole user experience and see what I really think about this air fryer. Is it worth it? Should you buy one? And when would be the best time to buy one? Ready to dive in? Let's go. Of course, we always start with the unboxing. Sometimes that's a pleasant experience, sometimes not. A few things to know about the Typhur sink right out of the gate. It is an 8-quart air fryer, which is super awesome. The basket, awesome, over 10 by 10 inches. The basket is ceramic coated, so no PFAs, totally non-toxic material used in this. Everything is dishwasher safe, which is nice, although I usually just clean it by myself. It's a 1750 watt air fryer, which is excellent for that 8-quart size. It comes in at weighing 14 pounds. It's compact, and of course it includes that grill plate and it includes a wireless probe, which is just totally up-leveling the whole air frying experience. Thank you to Typhur for sending me the sink air fryer. Yes, this is a sponsored video, but if you've watched my other reviews, you know that I am brutally honest. So let's get this air fryer ready to go. Here I am about to start this dry run. So this is my first experience on the interface. Seems pretty straightforward. 360, 18 minutes. Gonna crank that up and we can see it goes all the way up to 450. I'm gonna run it for about 10 minutes at 450. Cute little thing. So far, nice and quiet. We're about a minute into that dry run and just pulled out these instruction manuals, and we got the first use manual here. And the very first thing it starts talking about is the initial odor notice. So it's addressing that concern. I'm really curious to see, will I smell anything? And I've got my trusty little air cleaner here, so that'll tell me if it's stinky too. It's got some general rules and tips here for getting rid of that air fryer stink. But here we are about 2 minutes in. I'm not really smelling anything at all, but I am hearing it. Okay, now we're 5 minutes in and I am starting to smell that factory smell. Also looks like it's recommending that I charge this for at least 30 minutes. And how do I do that? I don't know. Wait, it's this. It's this guy. Looks like it'll come in here. Again, I'm not really reading the directions yet. I'm just kind of showing how intuitive this is. There, and then I'm gonna assume, yeah, wow, it's magnetic. It just pops in, and okay, now I know it's charging the thermometer. I really like the fact that this is integrated right here into the machine, so it's not gonna get lost. And here we are about, what, 30 seconds left from our 10-minute, and you can see that it hasn't even triggered a stinky smell warning from my trusty air cleaner. Nice. Nice and smooth release here. And boy, oh boy, I told you that the basket was 10 by 10, but look how deep that is. Wow, with the tray, it's a solid almost 5 inches deep. And even though it's a 10 by 10, my air fryer liners fit in here nicely. And the other question I know I'll get, is it magnetic? Will my little magnets work? What? Is it? Is it? It kind of is. Wow, yay! So we can use magnets to hold our parchment paper liners down. I guess I need to make myself some bigger parchment paper liners. A little bit of a reach there. Is it magnetic on the tray? Yep, okay, sweet. Magnets are a go. So when I test my air fryers, I always like to start with something simple, a batch of frozen French fries. We've been loving the Costco French fries lately. They are amazing. And Typhur says you could put 3 pounds of fries in this basket. Now, I'm kind of feeling skeptical on that. That is a stink load of fries. I also am not about to make 3 pounds of fries just for myself and Haley. So I'm gonna put most of this back, and instead I'll just do 1.5 pounds of fries, which is actually looking fantastic. And side note real quick, I've already got the app, so I'm just going to add on the Typhur sink with the power button. I have to have it closed, press and hold when it's on. Okay, now it's Wi-Fi-ing. My device is ready. Pair. Ooh, I gotta change my network. Connecting to my 2.4 gigahertz network. Boom. And it shows me right here how to correctly insert the probe, which is nice. Gives me cleaning tips and registering the product. And we are connected. And if I just look here at the interface, I've got air fry, roast, bake, dehydrate, reheat, and preheat. So I could preheat if I wanted. The time that it's going to preheat is going to actually change as I put in the temperature I want to cook to. It'll go down as low as 210. But for French fries, I typically always do what is on my cheat sheet, 400 for 12 to 18 minutes. Usually 15 minutes does it great for me. And if you also know me, you know I pretty much don't ever preheat, so I'm not going to mess with that. I just hit air fry, 400, 15 minutes. Let's go. You can see right here in the manual, it has the cooking functions, the built-in modes. Remember that the buttons usually don't make a big difference. Although, look at, I made you a chart for the Typhur dome, but they put a chart here inside the manual. So the fan speed looks like it's the only thing that's changing here with these different modes. And when you would use your probe, you would only do that on the air fry, roast, or bake. And it looks like bake is a medium fan speed and air fry roast, the only difference is the default temp that shows up when you push the button. So pretty much these buttons don't mean a whole ton. Dehydrate obviously is going to be a nice low temperature and a low fan speed. So in addition to these modes you see on the top of the air fryer, there is a bacon, wings, and fries mode in the app. But again, high fan speed, so it's just like suggesting the temperature and time for doing fries, but I'm going to go with what my air fryer cheat sheet says. Overall, I'm really liking the display. It's nice and clean, large font here, super easy to read. I can see that my probe is charging back here. And then when we use the probe, I'm pretty sure all of this is what's going to illuminate. And don't you worry, we are totally gonna use that probe because I'm gonna do a whole chicken right after these bad boys finish. Oops, I'm just realizing I never shook this. I got distracted. So this will be a true test of evenness. They look good. Browning looks even. They look nice and crispy. Granted, I didn't shake, so some of those bottom ones, like they're hot, but they're just like not as crispy. But, And here's another test. Is the tray gonna fall out when I'm done with these fries? So far, that's a no. Tray's not falling out. Good news, good news. They're good, but again, after eating one, I can attest that doing a 1.5 pound fries, I absolutely should have shaken these in the middle of cooking, but they're still good. All right, now it's time. I've got a beast mode of a chicken here. It's almost 6 pounds. So this is gonna be great to cook in this big beast mode air fryer. And we're gonna use the thermometer. I prep my chicken. You know how much I love raw chicken here. I wash it up, I pat it dry, and I'm just using a seasoning blend that I found in my pantry. I do have a recipe in my cookbook for an amazing seasoning rub, but I'm keeping it simple today. Also, don't forget you wanna oil your chicken if you're gonna make a whole chicken as well. And I also love doing whole chicken in air fryer baskets because they are way easier to handle than using rotisserie function in those air fryer ovens. Like way easier. And this is the part I'm most excited about right here. We turn this on and we can see the whole probe mode is ready to go. I'm gonna be doing a chicken, so I just press this to get to the chicken preset. So it's now telling me everything, like my targets, it's got all the good things right here ready to go. There's also a manual setting here. So if you want to say, I actually want to cook my chicken to 137, you could do that, but no, let's never do that, okay? But if you really liked chicken kind of overcooked and dry, you could also manually do that. But again, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go with the preset for the chicken. You can see pork, fish, and beef. And you can see here on the beef, it's just targeted here at the medium rare. If we change the target temp, it's telling you right here. Is that rare? Is it medium? Is it medium well? Like, look, it's so intuitive. It just tells you. Now you're hitting well done. Anyway, I love that. That's super, super cool. But we do want our chicken to hit that 165. My probe is all charged. I'm gonna just pull this out and I can put this right back here empty so I don't lose it. The manual is actually really helpful as well, and it shows you how the whole smart cooking works. It's gonna kind of guide you. It even shows you how to insert the thermometer and how not to insert it. You can see it's gonna trigger a flip notification, which is super awesome. It teaches here about the app controls. Again, also explains the presets in detail here. And it looks like if I want to enter that whole chicken mode, I press and hold this button for 3 seconds. Also on the app here, we can switch from timer to the probe mode. And now I can do all of the probe settings right here in the app as well. So I want to do that whole chicken. And let's see. And then when I hit start, it's going to show me right here in a nice little graphic how to insert the probe. And you can make it hide that or not. And I can go even more detail and watch this. Super cool. The key thing to know about this is see how it just like goes down a little bit? You need the food from here and beyond. Like all of this portion needs to be inserted into your meat and then not this portion right here. I'm gonna put this breast side up. And generally we always wanna make sure we insert these thermometers into the thickest part of the meat. Now we've got breasts, we've got legs, we got thigh, we got all the pieces here because we got a whole chicken. So that's why I like this guidance. It's having me focus more on the chicken breast here and inserting into the chicken breast at a nice little angle. And see this part, I want it to go all the way in, but not that part. So this looks good. Now watch me be super skilled and do this with one hand. Oh boy. Here we go. 6 pounds plus a thermometer fitting inside of this basket. Amazing. So I've got breast side up, plugging this in. The app was helpful making sure I did it right. I'm hitting OK. Then I've got to come to my device here, hit start. And there we go, whole chicken mode. You can see this is the current internal temperature of the chicken. Okay, I started my stopwatch. So we'll see how long this takes. Usually it's about 50 minutes. If you follow me for any length of time, you know that I preach this, like this is the Bible of air frying. You've got to have a food thermometer to help you know when your food is done. The one problem with this, and this is the one that I sell, this is my thermometer, is that you have to stop cooking and take temperature and make a decision. The beautiful thing about having a built-in wireless food thermometer means it's gonna tell you when the food's done. You just set that target temperature, it's gonna stop cooking when that food, as long as you have the probe inserted correctly, is done and has reached that target temperature. That is fantastic. And keep in mind that a wireless meat thermometer just individually is going to be at minimum, I don't think I've ever seen them lower than $59, $69. So having that built in to this system is pretty incredible. Buying it all in one, you've already saved yourself at least $60. I also love the fact that it has the built-in presets, so there's no guessing for you. But if you want some flexibility, some freedom with the temperature you cook your food to, it totally has that manual guide. It makes it so easy. Okay, here we are. You can see it has 12 minutes left, and it's time to flip. To flip, we just stick our tongs right there in the cavity and flippy floop. Thermometer's still in, looking good. Time is almost up, less than a minute to go. Total elapsed time, almost an hour, which, you know, it's almost a 6-pound chicken. So my other ones have been 4 pounds, and those took like 40 to 50 minutes, and this is done. I'm just gonna let this rest. Oh, beautiful. I'm gonna let it rest in here to come all the way to temp there. So that will still work. And here we are, it's resting, and we can see that carryover cooking is in effect. That temperature is continuing to rise, which means we're gonna have absolutely perfectly cooked chicken. And the final result, a beautiful roasted whole chicken. So what's my final thought? What's my assessment here? Number one, it's massive but compact. So I love the 10 by 10 and it's even more than 10. Now I know what you're wondering, Cathy, is this worth it? If you click on the link right here, I'm gonna have my most current coupon code, my most current promotion, whatever deal I have, you're gonna find it right here on this link. It's gonna take you to my store without links either to Typhur or to Amazon, and you'll wanna use my coupon code to get the lowest price right now. We will keep that link updated for you. Now, is it worth it? It is a premium air fryer, which Typhur does really well. Premium products. I've been impressed with what they put out. They're innovative. So they've taken that wireless thermometer, they paired it with an air fryer. You have the most precise cooking experience that you can have to create precision cooking, which is awesome. It makes it completely hands-off. I literally sat on the couch while this chicken cooked, visited with my sister, and the app, the air fryer, told me when it was time to flip. And now it's still gonna tell me when my carryover cooking is done. It's awesome. That is probably the juiciest rotisserie chicken I've ever cooked. Looks fantastic. 8-quart air fryer means you're gonna be feeding 4 to 6 people easily, no problem. I cooked 1.5 pounds of fries with no issues. It would have been better if I would have remembered to shake halfway through, but they still turned out pretty good. The display is awesome. It's easy to use. It's shiny, it's pretty, it's dishwasher safe, it's non-toxic. I don't know what else I could ask for. If you're ready to give this a try, be sure to use my coupon code. Click right here for the most recent deal. You can see my Typhur Dome 2 air fryer review and then watch my air fryer buying guide right here. Lastly, if you're new to the air fryer, this is gonna help you out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.